I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me,
Great
you
Rod
can eat the
isn't.
food you want.
Yes, indeed. Great Rod isn't, y'all. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for coming on the walk.
Power on.
Like, comment, share. Tell a uncle, tell a auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Let me. I I've been trying to match stuff. But as you can see, it doesn't work. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Half hour today, y'all. Half hour. Yes, indeedy do. I'm a little stiff, but as y'all know, and I know too, in 5 minutes, I'm gonna be as loose as a goose. I was like, okay, cause I know that I'm messing around with these cameras. Y'all know how I am. Whew. Every old person I've known in my life. Hold on, y'all. It's the YouTubes. Hey, YouTubes. Hey, Facebook. Okay, too much. Team, too much. My illusion, you saw. It's my beach scene. You saw behind my beach scene. Okay, that's better. Yeah, you can see my feet, especially now with the white sneakers. Not so much on the YouTubes. Yeah. I'm all stiff and everything now, but y'all know I got a couple more minutes, and then I'm loose as a goose for the rest of the day. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. Ooh, y'all. Ooh. And then before you just say anything, I'm loose, y'all. All I gotta do is put this one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Ha ha ha. Yes, let me tell y'all. Remember I was telling you about Ron Jackson, who's doing the guitar? The international famous 7-string guitarist? I always thought when I contacted him and he responded, could have been his assistants. I just say I got a response. I was shocked. I was like, okay. So then I sent him the song. And I was kind of thinking to myself, And did it now. He ain't gonna wanna do no Jakey Jake down home blues song. But again, with the courage of the ancestors, I went and did it. And we're working together. He sent me another track for me to listen to. But he did it like 12 o'clock at night. I was in unconscious land. So I listened to it after the walk. And so I'm wondering, so wait, trust me, I didn't give him 1/30th of what this man gets for his talents. And I kept saying to myself, I mean, he's a nice guy, he's a musician, but, you know, you get to, oh, the ancestor talking. Okay, anyway. So, I saw that he put pictures up of him at the gym. And right then and there, I was like, he gets it. He exercises. He knows this is a motivational song. What else are you walking for? I know y'all are young. You walking to keep your weight down, or you running or you exercising to look good. I've always exercised to stay healthy. Get that blood running around. That was my main goal. Always is, still now. But I'm walking to save my feet and toes. That's just the reality of it. If I don't keep this circulation going, won't be no circulation, and boom, they'll start cutting parts off. But getting back to what I was saying, when I saw him, pictures of him, and he was at the gym, I said, he got it. He got it exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's so simple, especially at my age. Now I know there's a lot of old people who are exercising, one look hip now. Current. I've never been current. So that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for being alive. If you call being alive current, well. And then it came back to me. I said, oh, wow. He gets it. And that's why he's helping me out. More so the kindness of his heart and the fact that he works out. And it's a motivator. Because especially at my age, if you ain't walking to keep your blood pressure down, or doing some kind of exercise to keep your blood pressure down, sugar, what else? Your stomach area, controlling that. Your bladder, it helps control that. Like I said, how about state of mind? Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm a mean old person. I mean, I really don't think I'm a mean old person. I mean, I'll find out. I've only been 65 for 4 months now. Yeah, I've only been 65 for 4 months. So, I hope I don't turn mean. I'll have to exercise more. But hey, I don't think so. Because I'm going roller skating today, and nothing makes... You talk about unison happiness. When I roller skate, every aura of my being is so happy. so free. So I'm doing that today. So that's exciting. So maybe that'll keep me happy. Maybe that'll keep me current. Let me see something here. You know, maybe that'll make me happy and keep me current. We'll see. Oh, okay, I got to talk politics. I trained my daughter. When, as African Americans, when we had no hand in government, we had black code laws, we had Jim Crow laws, we have red line districting where they send you to live, and that's where they send all the bad meat, and that's when they send all the stuff that they put extra salt in everything because they know where you are and they know where it's going to. So that's what happens when you take no interest in anything political. You know, when you say, oh, they're just going to lie, they're just going to do that. Yes, they are. Yeah. And they're going to do it to those who allow them to do it. And I bring that up because the most embarrassing thing that I used to hear the adults talk about when I was a child was mugshots. Mugshots. When I was an adult, mugshots. That's when you know you were arrested. So, that's for everybody else. But now, this is American politics games. That's when you call it politics. The trick is to look like you're indicting the orange shit stain. I will not give him anything more than that. But in reality, you're really not indicting him. You just want the people to think so. And then they'll pull out a little something to make it go away. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Jeffrey Epstein, but he died in jail because he was indicted certain time or whatever for sex trafficking of children. And him and the orange shit stains were friends. Oh yeah, I did a lot of research. He was back and forth in that Mar-a-Lago. And y'all remember when the orange shit stain was president? And all the orgies used to happen at Mar-a-Lago. I don't know this for a fact. But I'm sure there's video. And I'm sure that video, along the video from the fun time at Mar-a-Lago, when you thought it was private, and the names in Jeffrey Epstein's book is enough for them to say, you can't indict a president that was once sitting. And he'll be on the campaign trail, and he will be supported by the Repugs because their names are in Jeffrey Epstein's book that the orange shit stain has. So they'll push him through. I'm looking at all the political stuff because I'm going to see whose name is in that book. Now, we already saw, oh gosh, I did a post about it. And his name is probably in the book. I bet you $1. Kavanagh's name is in that book. Get him drunk, you don't know what he'll do. There's a lot of names. And then if there's not names in the book, it's that come stay at Mar-a-Lago. And let's make sure you have a good time. And then I'll throw a woman in the bed with you and take some pictures. Those folks are going to support him, and he'll be back on the campaign trail. DeSantis just needs to go sit in the corner somewhere and just be the mean, rotten, low-life, low-down governor of Florida that he is. But I can't think of a decent governor who has ever ran Florida. Jeb Bush, he spent his time executing African-American kids, and especially the mentally challenged ones. Whoo, honey, he loved frying them. Boys and men. That's why they loved him. He loved frying, hanging, or whatever you do in an electric chair to African-American men and boys. Love that. Hey, half hour today. We take our break and we come back and we do 15 minutes. Oh, and then I'll tell y'all how I sent an email out to the Congressional Black Caucus in reference to seeking more information on HR 40 or directing me to the website, because I was on the website for the Congressional Black Caucus and there's nothing updated. There's nothing updated. There's nothing about it, the Congressional Black Caucus this year. Nothing. It hasn't been updated since last year. And I couldn't find anything about HR 40 on that. I was on my phone. I wasn't on the computer, on the website. So all right, let's get some water.
I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. 'Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose.
Yeah, let's get this little walk over with, honey. This time flies. When I lived in Mount Vernon, I told y'all how I was trying to, every year, they would advertise the recreation department that they had a chess program. And when I was mentoring with my coworkers, like coworkers coming in and saying, oh, my child was having problems in school, can you help me? And I always help them. So just waking up the brain. And a part of that was, Mom, you could take them after school, they can learn chess, critical thinking. And the first mentoring kid I had, looked on there. We were already doing the piano and stuff. And said chess. I said, oh, Mom, come on, we can do this. So I call on there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to start in a couple of weeks. Yeah, we have the chess coach. And then So, a couple of weeks I called back. Yeah, we find him. He's going to set it up. We'll let you know. We're going to put it out there. 3 years. 3 years. So, maybe by the second year, I was like, well, who is this coach? And they gave me the name. And I called him. And no, they had not reached out to him. He had taught chess through the recreation program, but he hadn't heard from them in years. But, so I was like, oh, okay. So then the third year, and along the way I find a coach, bring him to the recreation department, and they made this boy feel like crap, so there you go. But I was saying that to say, I've experienced, I wish I could just say it was them. It was also the chess program. When I would be referred to different programs that had the chess program, and they would say, yeah, you know, Vicki, why don't you call over and speak to this person, that person, they run the chess program, they do so and so. They didn't have a chess program. They didn't have a chess program. They didn't have a chess program. Or I would see things, oh, you know, I'll just program and, you know, I'm doing it. You know, we have a chess after school or chess Saturday, and then I would go, or I'd reach out to them and say, oh, no, we don't have one. And in my head would say, well, why are you saying you do? And then I learned that it's who you are that something is or isn't. So, I'm saying that to say, just because every year, that's what I'm going to find out. They put in this paper for HR 40. I told you in the beginning, I thought it was just a way of politicians dangling the carrot, the proverbial reparation carrot in front of our face for the election purposes. And I told y'all, using the example of the city of Mount Vernon, Ernest Davis. He was my lesson. Whoo, the city of Mount Vernon was my lesson. If it was election time, and you had an idea that was good, he would hype you up. He would take you to the community. I'll use an example. His name is Cromwell. He went to Ernest Davis and said, hey, hip hop museum. It was election time. He jumped on that, and Mount Vernon was going to have a hip hop museum before anybody in the world. Rappers would come all over. And then he could put up his hotel, which would be over the Mount Vernon East train station. Ha ha ha! Whoo! During election time. So, if it was something good and you were creative, you had an idea, if it was something that he thought was good that would help in that election time, he would tout it around, but he wasn't going to do it. There's no African American hip hop museum or no hip hop museum in Mount Vernon. And Cromwell, just a lowly artist creator, he was in jail. He said in jail and paced that whole thing out for Mount Vernon. And the mayor, he just didn't know. It was election time. So the mayor touted him out, touted the hip hop museum up until he won the election. And we didn't hear about it again until 4 years later when he was running again. Yeah, he touted out. And the hip hop museum at his hotel that he always wanted over the subway. Oh, not the subway, the Metro North, the East Mount Vernon train station. He wanted to build a hotel over there. So he was going to have for his election, during the election, he was going to have the hotel and the hip hop museum. And he said, yeah, and they elected him. And he was like, ha, I was just kidding. So I'm kind of thinking this HR 40, because I've read a lot about it. I've read a lot about what Oates called, I can't think of his first name now, our kind of people. Our kind of people are the elite African Americans. I don't even know if they call themselves African American, they could call themselves black. But one of my friends on Facebook, she posted pictures from the links. And I forgot about the links to Jack and Jill's and stuff like that. They're the African American elite. They're the ones who are sending their kids or have sent their kids to colleges and universities and their professors and sent them into politics and different things like that. And I call them the better thans. Now, let's say if every 2 years when they mention HR 40s, because I went to that African American reparations site, and it was more for like when they have their black tie dinners and they say, did you see the African American reparations site I put on for us black people? And then the person sitting next to them said, oh yes, black people have come so far, we've come so far. I thought your artwork was fantastic. That's Otis, I can't think of his full name. All kind of people. They can trace all the way back to being free. All the way back. So, I don't understand. They don't have a nickel and a dime for reparation. They never needed it. They got paid when they worked, and they got documentation to prove it. So then the other group, I think, is with this HR 40 and that African Americans reparation group with their beautiful web page and the designs, and you think of some Lynx kids designed it, or some Jack and Jill, they met at the Carnation. And I think every time they put this out, there's a certain amount of funds released to the group to do their research and et cetera, et cetera. So, I like my email to be responded to, but I know that I can get if the Congressional Black Caucus and the lady who introduced the bill, which I'll be looking for this weekend, if they don't make contact with me, then I go to the politician in my state and ask them to contact their politician to find out why they put reparation before you. I'm an African American. I'm calling them about reparation, and they ain't returning my phone call. So what's going on? But I believe they just introduced this so a certain amount of money can be released. I think they said the Congressional Black Caucus is non-profit. And so non-profit is just what it is. Not there to make money. It's there to get money. Definitely for itself. Woo! So we'll see. So I'm looking into it. I should have something to read to y'all soon as far as reparation is concerned. But sadly, it just made like, you know, the Congressional Black Caucus, politicians, but you can have a Congressional Black Caucus ball where you do fundraising, everybody put on their jewelry and their diamonds, you know, like the NAACP awards that takes dues paid by members from the poorest of communities to put on a show for the rich people who are probably not even members of the NAACP. Now that's a kicker. But you have to have some place to do your fancy ball stuff, because that's the people who have always been free. There's a book that says, I read it, we have always been free. And it clearly says, we're not like y'all. Y'all were enslaved. So, since we were free, we always made decisions for y'all. And that's what I think this HR 40 is, and the Congressional Black Caucus. Well, I'll get back to y'all. Whoo, let's do this real fast. Neither up nor down, just 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good luck. Whew. I was stretching this morning. You couldn't tell, huh? Not up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know about y'all, but I be lifting stuff just as good. I can snatch stuff up easily. And it's from doing that.
I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes.
It is hot. Like, comment, share.
I said I'm walking, y'all.
Tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend. And Ron sent me the song, so I'll listen to it. And I'll let you know. And I'll let you know. Like, comment, share, tell her uncle, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her friend. Subscribe.
I'm walking, y'all.
Whew.
Trying to save my feet.
Real good, right?
Yeah. I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane.
Yeah.
If I stop walking, y'all, the cane's gonna trip me up.
Thanks for coming on the walk. Tell her auntie, tell her auntie, tell her cousin, tell her auntie, tell her. Okay. Tell her uncle, tell her cousin, tell her auntie, tell her friend to subscribe. The Inspiration Sensation. And I'm walking, trying to save my feet and toes. I want to say, hi, Marilyn. I've been missing you. I've been seeing you. Hi, Loretta. I see y'all. I see you. But when I start to walk, I forget. And then I see Ezo. And I see others. And I'll try to remember them. See you tomorrow. Same bad time. Same bad channel. Have a great day.